David, did you get any no's for tonight that you're aware of?
Jason Trundy sent me an email just before I departed to say that he was double booked and this was a lower priority for him. Well, he didn't use those words, but.
Okay. And I think Petra's getting on now. I saw her blink on.
So I went down and checked out the property at Duck Trap.
Yeah. How'd you like it?
It's pretty nice. They have full flush toilets there.
Yeah,
Impressive.
we went the other day. On the agenda I put, we'll discuss that too. So
Oh, it's not financial. That's fine. Okay, here we go.
hopefully we'll have a quorum.
Getting there.
I think we have it.
Yeah, you're.
I thought 5 was form, or is it more than that?
Petra's coming on. 1, 2, 3,
But we've got 6 now.
5, 6.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, hold on. And I'm still
Okay,
trying to open that stupid document, but
you let us know when you're ready, Robin.
I think I've got it now.
Petra keeps coming in and out, so I don't know.
Well, I just picked my computer up from the computer guys. I should have a stable connection now, hopefully.
Great.
So
Katria, if you can hear us, say something.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
We can.
Hooray.
We can't see you, but we can hear you.
Well, it's really not a bad thing.
Okay, we have a quorum, right?
You do. You
Yes.
have.
Okay, why don't we begin?
meeting called to order at 6:04.
Yep,
Okay. Ooh,
Why
just like
don't-
last week.
yep.
Sorry.
Why don't we, I did send an agenda around recently. I don't know if everyone had a chance to look at it, but it's a welcome. We should probably do a roll call that we're on Zoom. In case, are there any other people listening, David, that you're aware of?
We have 3 attendees.
Okay,
One is the cable TV setup, and you have, according to this, of course, you can put in your own name. You have Selectman Dunn and Selectman candidate Mike Ray.
okay, great. All right, well, we'll introduce ourselves. I'm Gary Schwald, Chair of the Budget Committee. Reed, I think you're next on my screen.
Reed Matthews.
Okay, Ed, you want to introduce yourself?
Ed O'Brien, Budget Committee.
Okay, Kayla, you're in the middle.
Kayla Lacombe, Finance Director.
Great, John, you're next.
Yeah, John Williams.
Okay, Jordan
Jordan Barnett Parker.
and Robin.
Robin Tarantino.
And the last one I have is Petra.
Maria Allen, Budget Committee.
Okay, great.
So Dottie is not on.
I don't see her.
Okay, and you said Jason was joining later.
No, Jason was
He won't be
not going to
able
be
to.
able to join you.
Jason's not able to. Okay, thanks.
All right. Robin, thank you very much for sending the minutes. Did everyone have a chance to review the minutes from the meeting held on May 5th of last week?
Yeah.
I'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes.
Oh, it's Patria.
Okay, second.
Second.
Who seconded?
Edward. Ed
Okay,
did.
Okay, any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor of the motion, we'll have to call out. We'll go on my screen, Reed.
Yes.
Okay, Ed? You have to say it, yay or nay?
Yeah.
Okay. John,
Yay.
Jordan,
Yay.
Robin,
yay.
and Petra.
Yay.
Okay, motion passes. Thank you very much. That's it, everyone. Cool, that. All right, the next item I put on the agenda was David sent a letter attachment with other information he sent over the weekend about the Coastal Land Trust proposal to land swap. I did have an opportunity to go walk the land with David, and Robin was there as well. I don't know if anyone else had a chance to go look at the land,
Yeah, I did.
potential land. Okay, John did.
I went down with the kids and we were pretty impressed.
Okay. All right. I'll open it up for discussion because there, at the annual town meeting referendum, we're gonna either agree or disagree with it. So is there any discussion or concerns? I see David's hand up first and then John.
Sorry, John, don't mean to jump the gun. The article that I sent around actually had it blank within it for the dollar amount.
Yes.
The selectmen set that last night at $13,700.
Did they, what's the reason for that amount, David? Is there any breakdown?
Yeah, it was challenging to say the least to do without a number of policy issues being set, but the assumption was that the transfer of the property wouldn't take place in time to open the park in 2020. Restroom facilities, due to unknown condition of the water supply and plumbing, would not be available in the upcoming fiscal year. Site water and electricity would not be available in the upcoming year. The gate would remain closed until the park was safe for the public to visit. Not that I think it's unsafe currently, but there are some things of concern. And the town would not be looking to plow or sand the driveway or parking area during the coming winter. The cost estimate includes money for signage, tree work, evaluation of the plumbing and electrical systems, and mowing, and some site cleanup of, leaves and that type of thing. Kind of looking to, it sounds as though Coastal Mountains Land Trust is going to at least mow the park this summer or
Okay.
this growing season. We don't know when the transfer would actually take place of ownership, but we'd like to think it would take place sooner rather than later in terms of upkeep and maintenance, and then try to evaluate the systems while having some sort of group, whether it be the selectmen or a committee, look at establishing policy for the park in terms of operations and what would be utilized and what might wait for another year. So tree work, signage, mowing, and evaluation monies.
Okay, thank you.
You're
John,
welcome.
you had a question before?
Yes, so I was down there by myself and I had just looked at the tax maps. I
Mhm.
thought lately, last time told us there were 3 lots, 3 tax parcels. So are 2 of the parcels to the south of the main park? The main park is where the bathroom is. So is
Mhm.
there another parcel over to the south?
Yeah, the parcels, I don't know if I have the picture or not, probably.
I can
If
hold
you
my-
can imagine it, when it comes off from Route 1, the property is roughly 140 feet wide. And that property goes straight to the shore.
Yeah.
And then as you're looking at the shore, once you get down a ways, there's a field to the right. That actually was 2 properties at one point, 2 additional.
Okay,
And that makes up the 3.
yeah,
see
okay.
that?
There you go.
Sorry.
So I went down and I was also accompanied by an experienced select board member of another town, my father-in-law. And so certainly we went over it and he, agreed, I think, with our select board that it was definitely worthwhile. I mean, this is even though it may cost some money to run, this is a coastal park. And for a town that hopefully in the next couple of years, we may have a good, good tourist season, I think it could definitely be worthwhile for our town. That just was very much my thought in agreement with him.
Any other comments or suggestions or questions? All right, I think that's Article 5 down the road when we make our recommendations. It has to deal with that. So I just wanted to give everyone a chance to discuss that before we get to the articles. All right, moving on. We can, the Budget Committee can make recommendations on the articles presented to us from David. I don't know, David, if you want to, were there any changes since the draft that you sent over the weekend? Besides the dollar amount on that one?
Not any changes besides the change to Article 5. I
Okay.
would like to just remind the committee not to jump into your business, but you might want to remind anybody that's an attendee, if they had a question or concern at certain points, they can use the chat feature at the bottom of the screen, and it'll pop up, and if nobody else can see the questions, I can, and I'd read them to you.
Okay, if you just click on the chat, the sidebar will come up and you'll see if anybody has any questions or comments.
I actually have a question, nothing to do with the meeting. Do you hear me, or do you noises of me typing on my,
No,
okay, that's good.
is anyone else? Okay,
Robin, you can mute if you want to.
Okay, well, no,
You can press the
because
mute button.
if I have to say something, it takes me too much time to stop what I'm doing and unmute. And so I was going to stay open, even though I wouldn't probably not say anything because I'm trying to type.
so David, I guess because this is an unusual way of us doing our recommendations, we'll just go through the articles that pertain to the Budget Committee and make our recommendations.
Yeah, and I would like to note that although recommendations start with Article 4 regarding the Budget Committee, Article 4 does not involve the appropriation of any funds. So the recommendation of the Budget Committee isn't required, unlike articles that do involve a recommendation or an appropriation of money. In that case, the Budget Committee is required to make a recommendation. But the selectmen thought Article 4, I guess we can talk about it when you get there, was appropriate for the Budget Committee to chime in on, because the alternative does involve an appropriation of money.
Okay, all right, thank you. I guess we'll start, again, the first article that we have to make a recommendation on is actually Article 3, which, David, I'm not sure if we could do that because this is approving last year's school budget, essentially.
Actually, Article 3 will involve, you don't need to make a recommendation on, because when the school committee somehow, I'm not quite sure how they're going to do it, but they're going to have to hold a budget meeting. And at that point, your recommendations will be on the warrant that goes to the budget meeting. And then whatever amounts are determined at the school budget meeting, that's actually what gets voted on in Article 3. And it never has the dollar amounts. It's just, you want to approve what you've already approved, kind of type of question. So.
All right, so we have to really wait for the budget to do our
Yes.
recommendations. Okay, so we'll move on to Article 4. I'm not sure if everyone has the articles in front of them, but I'll read it. And then I'll entertain a motion to approve or, not approve, and we can have some discussion. All right, Article 4, to see if the town will vote to authorize the Board of Selectmen to sell the property located at 33 Beach Road, Tax Map 1, Lot 49, known as the Lincolnville Improvement Association Building and Site, by means and upon such terms and condition as the Board of Selectmen deems advisable, and to execute such contracts, deeds, and other instruments, and to take such other actions as may, in the Board of Selectmen's judgment, be advisable to effect the sale of such property. The Board of Selectmen recommendation was approval. So I'll entertain a motion for the Budget Committee's recommendation.
So moved.
Reed, you make a motion to approve.
Approved.
Is there a second?
I'll second, it's Patria.
Okay, thank you. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor will do a roll call. We'll start with Reed, yay or nay?
Yay.
Ed,
Abstain.
Okay, Kayla. Oh, you don't vote, sorry. John,
Yay.
Jordan,
I'm also gonna abstain, actually. I'm sorry.
okay. Robin,
Yay. I have a question though. Am
Yeah.
I supposed to write down who votes which way, or can I just say there were, I don't know, 2 yeses, 2 nos, and 2 abstentions?
If possible, you should record how the individuals voted. We do
Okay.
have a backup recording of this if necessary for people, but it would be good if you could get it in the minutes.
Yep, okay.
okay, Robin, I'm sorry, your vote was?
Yay.
Petra?
Yay, yay.
All right, and I'll yay. Gary is yay too. So what's that? 1, 2, 3,
4.
5 to 2.
Wait, 1, 2, 3. I've only got 4 yays down. Reed, Robin, Petrea, Gary. John,
John.
Reed,
Done.
John,
Yes.
yes,
Yeah.
okay. Okay.
Okay.
So that's, Gary,
Yes.
excuse me. That is not 5 to 2. It's 5-0 with 2 abstentions.
Okay. Thank you. That's
Oh,
right,
okay.
because there's no nays.
Right.
Thank you, Reed.
So,
So I guess the motion carries, the majority carries the motion. So the Budget Committee recommends approval. Okay. Shall we move on to the next article? David, you're taking notes still, or,
I'm good.
okay. Robin, you're good?
good.
Okay, good. All right. Article 5, to see if the town will vote to A, authorize the Board of Selectmen to engage in a land swap with the Coastal Mountain Land Trust, whereby the town releases its interest to Coastal Mountain Land Trust in that certain lot or parcel of land known as the Coleman Silly portion of the Gilmore lot, and further described as the second parcel described in a deed to the town from Alexandra R. Gilmore, recorded in the Waldo County Registry of Deeds in Book 712, page 805, approximately 68.8 acres in size, current tax map 31, lot 41, and in return, CMLT conveys to the town by quiet claim deed with the covenant its interest in that certain lot or parcel of land located off Route 1 near the Northport Lincolnville town line, further describes in a deed to CMLT from Deep Creek Grazing Association, Inc., recorded in the Waldo County Register of Deeds in Book 4480, page 255, approximately 4.34 acres in size, current tax map 17, lot 63, 67, and 69, and all on such terms and conditions as the Board of Selectmen deems to be in the best interests of the town. And B, appropriate $13,700 from unassigned fund balance to fulfill the town's obligations in operating a public beach and park on the parcel that will require through this land swap for fiscal year 2021. Board of Selectmen recommendations approval. Reed, you making a motion
So moved.
for approval, I assume, right?
Second.
For
Okay,
approval.
Ed, okay. All right, any discussion?
Yes,
John,
yes. I want to make sure I understand. So the quit claim deed just means there's no title search, right?
No, that doesn't necessarily mean that.
Okay.
They're not providing us with a warranty deed, which would be conceivably better, but they're providing us with the quitclaim deed, which is how they acquired the parcel.
Okay.
So it's hard for them to give us more than they got.
Yes. So what is a quit claim deed? How does it differ from a warranty deed?
A warranty deed, now I'm not a lawyer, but a warranty deed your warrant that you have good, clear title to it, and you'll defend it for the purchaser.
Yes.
Well,
Quitclaim,
Quitclaim
Quitclaim-
deed does not provide the same level of coverage or
is
warranty.
that, I believe it has to do with a guarantee of somebody not coming back as owner of that property in the future. Now, usually when buying a property, you have a lawyer or somebody else look into the background. Are we having somebody investigating at least to see if there's anybody who potentially could put a claim on this property in the future?
Yes, before, that's why up in the article, it talks about all such terms and conditions as the Board of Selectmen deems to be in the best interests of the town. We most definitely will have a title search done to that. Coastal Mountains actually had a title search done and either obtained or had the ability to obtain title insurance on the property. And we have a copy of that report. So in all likelihood, we'll also be able to obtain title insurance for that property, so that if somebody did come along, we would be covered for our loss.
Thank you.
Any other discussion? Reed, you're on mute, I think.
Oh, I'm sorry. Dave, it also means that MB&A would have also done a title search and received a quitclaim to the property because they were the previous owners to Coastal Land Trust.
Well, there's quite a chain of title there, because MB&A purchased this property and did the development. And then they in turn sold the property along with Point Lookout to somebody else. And eventually it ended up with Athena Health, and then Athena Health sold it to Deep Creek Grazing Association, Inc., who's then transferred it to Coastal Mountains, who's now offering it to us. So there are many owners back, like any parcel.
Any other discussion? Okay, let's take a vote. Reed,
Yay.
Ed,
Yay.
John,
yay.
Jordan,
Yay.
Robin,
Yay.
Petra,
Yay.
and Gary, yay. Motion passes. Thank you. That motion, well, yeah, motion for recommendation approval. Okay, Article 6. Everyone ready? To see if the town will vote to carry forward the unexpended balances in the following accounts for insurance for the ensuing fiscal year. McGonagall Dams, Norton Pond Water Study, LaSalle Cemetery, Town Dog Account / dog fees, State Plumbing Permit fees, Conservation Commission grants. Board of Selectmen recommend approval. I'll entertain a motion for Article 6.
I move to approve.
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
All right, Ed, second. Okay, any discussion? Seeing none, let's do a
Well,
roll call.
Well, no,
Oh,
I have a
Robin,
question. Are we doing this so that the money can be available for those accounts for the next budget year because of the anticipated lower revenues?
We traditionally carry these accounts forward for various reasons. McGonagall Dams, although we're still having discussions about that, we've been contributing to the maintenance of the east and west dams. The town, I don't know, a long time ago, established basically a reserve account for that. And we haven't appropriated any money to that for a couple of years, or I think a couple of years. And we're asking to carry forward the money should the town contribute to the maintenance. Norton Pond Water Study, a couple of years ago, we did a water study right by Breezemere Park because we were having some poor water quality issues. And we had a little bit of money left over, which we've retained in that account should water quality diminish or we want to do some further investigation. LaSalle Cemetery, we for a number of years put money aside for a possible fence there, which has not been installed, but the money's still there and available. Town dog and late dog fees, we're actually required by statute to put any late fees into a dog account so that we can have money should we find a stray that needs attention. State plumbing fees, that's not our money to begin with. It belongs to the state. We collect it. And this just allows us to carry it. If we collect it in this fiscal year, carry it forward to next so we can pay the state their fees. And the Conservation Commission grants, the Conservation Commission obtained some grants a number of years ago. And rather than take that grant money and usurp it for other purposes, the Conservation Commission has requested routinely that those be carried forward so they can do their mission.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Any other comments, questions? Ed, did you raise your hand or? Okay. All right, seeing none, let's do a roll call vote. Okay, Reed,
Yay.
Ed,
Yay.
John,
Yay.
Robin,
Yay.
Petra,
Yay.
Jordan,
Yay.
and Gary, yay. Okay, motion passes. Thank you. All right. You caught up, Robin?
Yep.
Okay. Article 7. This is where the crux of our committee probably is. Right. To see,
Gary,
Oh,
yes.
I see an error in Article
Uh-oh.
7.
Oh, yeah, it's a different total.
Yeah. The total that's listed down below is correct. The
Okay.
22,146,092. And up above needs to be amended to say that.
Okay.
That was my error putting this together. Sorry.
No problem. Thanks for the pickup. All right, Article 7, to see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $2,146,092 for the town of Lincolnville's fiscal year 2021 municipal budget as detailed below. And I'll just briefly talk about the details to refresh people's memories. Administration and finance account, $458,700. Protection account, $265,084. Town office account, $31,951. Contingency account, $25,000. Code enforcement account, $48,592. Assessing account, $38,900. Public works account, $1,042,749. Board and committees account, $10,713. Municipal support account, $23,252. Provider agencies account, $8,475. Capital improvement account, $132,750. Debt service account, $59,926, which is a total of $2,146,092. The fiscal year 2021 proposed municipal budget is available for review and inspection at the town clerk's office and will be available at the town meeting. The Board of Selectmen recommendation was approval. I'll entertain a motion for Article 7.
So move for approval.
Okay, Reed makes a motion for approval. Is there a second?
I second.
John, good. Any discussion? Seeing none, we'll do a roll call vote. Reed,
Yay.
Ed,
Yay.
John,
Yay.
Robin,
Yay.
Petra,
Yay.
Jordan,
Yay.
and Gary, yay. Motion passes. Article 7 for approval, recommendation. Okay, moving on to Article 8. To see if the town will vote to appropriate the sum of $1,244,300 from revenues and unassigned fund balances to reduce the property tax commitment for fiscal year 2021. Boat excise tax, $5,000. Vehicle excise tax, $450,000. Local road assistance, $36,300. Unassigned fund balance, $550,000. Municipal revenue sharing, $193,000. Harbor and fees donation, $10,000, for a total of $1,244,300. Board of Selectmen recommendation approval. I'll entertain a motion for Article 8.
So moved.
Ed, second.
Second, Patria.
Ed for second. Okay, any discussion? Seeing none, we'll do a roll call vote. Reed,
Yay.
Ed,
Yay.
John,
Yay.
Robin,
Yay.
Tetra,
Yay.
Jordan,
Yay.
and Gary, yay. Okay, motion passes. Thank you. We're getting there. Okay. Article 9. To see if the town will vote to appropriate all the monies received from the state for snowmobile registrations to go to the Lincolnville Mountain Goats Snowmobile Club for the purpose of maintaining the snowmobile trails, and to authorize the Board of Selectmen to enter into an agreement with the club under such terms and conditions as the Board of Selectmen deems advisable for that purpose. The Board of Selectmen recommendation is approval. Do I have a motion? Anyone want to make, read your, okay,
Yeah.
second,
Second.
John? Any discussion?
Who was the second?
John,
Okay.
any discussion? Seeing none, we'll vote. Reed,
Yay.
Ed,
Yay.
John,
Yay.
Robin,
Yay.
Petra,
Yay.
Jordan,
Yay.
Gary, yay. Motion passes. Board committee recommendation, approval.
I'm missing somebody on that one. I don't know who I'm missing. Are there only,
Well,
oh, no, I'm not. There's only 7 of us tonight. Never mind.
okay, good.
Sorry.
Now, David, as far as I can see, that's the last article that the budget committee needs to make a recommendation.
Correct.
Okay, so I guess we got that done. That one pretty painless. All right, thank you everyone for that. On the agenda, I did put the school budget, so I guess we're gonna have to wait for them to set up some time, David.
Yeah, I actually received a couple of, or a series of emails today from the superintendent. The main superintendent of, or Maine School Management Association is advocating heavily with the state to allow for some changes in the law about the adoption of the school budget. As you might recall, that's a two-step process in a town such as Lincolnville, where we have a budget meeting, which has the look and feel of a town meeting, where dollar amounts are determined up or down, or any dollar amount is determined. And then that in turn goes to the voters for validation on the referendum ballot. The budget meeting by statute can only be done as a meeting, can't be done remotely, can't be done via referendum. It just has to be a meeting. And with the current restrictions in place and anticipated to be in place, nobody's sure how they're going to have a meeting. One of the things that's been thrown out for consideration is holding a socially distanced meeting, but limiting the number of people that would be in one room. So we might have people set up in the gym, might have people set up in the Walsh Common, might have people set up in the band room, you know, depending on how many people would show up. No one's sure if that would even comply with the law. So it's still in flux, and everybody keeps saying, we hope that there's some new and different or breaking news coming out of Augusta, but it hasn't risen to the top of the pile yet. The other thing that makes an interesting wrinkle is, as I understand it, they have yet to establish how much general purpose aid to education there will be. And so it's hard to establish, you know, what's going to be needed from the local property taxpayer when The school doesn't know what they'll be receiving from the state for revenue. So it's really in a state of flux at the moment. I'm hoping that something can be set up or established, or maybe miraculously the pandemic will end and we can actually have a meeting. But hope doesn't do us much good at this point. And somebody's going to have to just make a decision that's beyond my pay grade, so to speak, as to how this all gets done. And as soon as the school committee knows what's allowable, they're going to be back to advocate for that and get it going. I mean, we're obviously up against it. We've already postponed how we're voting locally. If this group wants to, I can arrange with Diane to have a meeting similar to this to start the budget review process, so that if and when the last blanks are filled in, you wouldn't have to start from square one or square zero. But that's up to you folks.
I think that would be a good idea. How's the rest of the committee feel about that?
Yeah, I think it's good.
Yeah,
I just wonder how much they'll have to actually share with us, though. Are you thinking that they'll at least have their expense side?
Well, they had a draft on the expense side done. We actually have not the detail, but the basics of that up on the website and have for quite a while. And
Is that the 24th, March 24th budget?
I don't know what the date is on it, Rita. I apologize, but
I think I looked at it today.
Yeah.
And so I was thinking that there must be a more recent one, but maybe not.
I don't know the answer to that question, but certainly can ask Diane and try to coordinate who from the school side could and should meet with you, and then work to get that set up and get that going.
I know Paul has emailed me a couple of weeks ago. He would love to present to the budget committee too. So that was before we were able to do the Zoom meeting. So maybe we could set that up. David, you'll reach out to Diane. I'm sure he'll reach out to Paul.
Yep, I'm happy to reach out to both Diane and Paul and kind of coordinate.
Okay.
Is Tuesday nights or Tuesday evenings the budget committee's preferred night, or?
Well, this was typically our budget night, Tuesday, so, and I don't think a lot of people are going out now, so.
Yeah.
I don't think there'll be any vacations either.
No. All right, I'll see where they are and suggest a future Tuesday. And then we'll get it going, see if we can get a quorum, you can get a quorum together, and
Great.
they should be available.
Okay.
Could you just
Robin?
give me Diane's last name and Paul's last name? Because I can't remember offhand.
Paul Russo, Russo,
Right,
and Diane Helprin, HELPRIN,
right. Got
I believe.
it. Okay, thank you.
And Diane has 2 N's in her name,
Ooh, thank you. I missed
kind
that.
of like Gary with 2 R's in his.
Yeah. All right, the next item on the agenda is there any new business anyone wants to bring up? Seeing none, I'll entertain a motion for adjournment.
So move.
Motion.
Ed, Reed, all in
Reed,
favor, we'll do the roll call one last time. Reed?
Yay!
Okay.
Yay,
Ed?
Yay.
John?
yay.
Robin?
Yay.
Petra?
Yay.
Jordan?
Yay.
Gary, yay. Well, thank you all. Stay safe, everyone. And it was good to see everyone again. And I'm glad we got this part done. Now I can
Good to
finish
see
up the
everyone.
town report.
Yes, thank you all for persevering through this odd setup.
I'm just glad that I stayed on for the whole thing. I think my Zoom problems are behind me.
There you go. All right. Oh, Dorothy's just hopping on now.
Yeah.
Oh, Dorothy.
Hey, Donnie.
So technically, I don't have to add her, right? Because we had already
We're
adjourned.
done.
Adjourn.
Sorry, Dorothy. You missed the whole
We
thing.
just
about it.
finished. You're muted, Dorothy.
Oh.
We just adjourned.
I had a conference call and I couldn't get away. I'm so sorry.
No problem.
Great timing, Dottie.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, how it is. I'm good at that. Sorry.
I
Although
think it was intentional.
it actually would have been fun to be